Hi, happy Monday, everybody. Today's video is going to be, I never know where the camera is, and this is a newer phone, so sorry. Sometimes I just stare into the screen, and sometimes I try and find the camera. Today's video is going to be on your divine purpose for being here. And I want to answer that for everybody because I know it was the main goal of my search for so many years. Like, what is my soul's purpose? What is my divine purpose? What is it? Like, when I went RVing, I mean, the main reason for that was self-love and learning how to grow gardens and have, chickens and land and all that stuff, which is now going to come into fruition in my life. In the next couple months, I'll be purchasing some property, but the main thing is like, what's my soul purpose? When am I going to find out my gift, my soul purpose? Why am I here? And I think all of us struggle with that. And I think I have the answer simplified for you. Your divine purpose for being here is to just be you, to be your authentic self, to just do you. That's why you're here. You are here to learn how to create the life of your dreams, live your adventures, live your passion, and do that while practicing self-love and being in service to others. And if you just follow your heart and your desires, and that is your whole purpose for being here, is to be you. It's just that easy. It's not some aha moment that's going to open up and say, you are a healer, you are a psychic, you are a reporter, you're a this. No, you're you. Those might be some really cool aspects of you. Those might be, some really cool abilities you possess. And that might be great to be in service to others if you're a healer, but you have to do it authentically, your way. Not follow anybody else's footsteps. No one else's footsteps are yours. And that's why we're all here, to add our each unique individual light to our interactions with others while we're here. The journey back doesn't need to be years and years and years and drawn out and drawn out and drawn out. Your journey has been going on since you took your first breath, and it will go on until you take your last. Who really wants to wake up and go, okay, that's this, my reason for living here is going to get her done, and I don't need to do any more soul searching? Oh my gosh, how boring would life be until the day you took your last breath if you conquered everything you came here to conquer. Whether that's learning self-love. I don't mean conquer as in rule, like overpower. I mean conquer as in realize and put into practice, right? So self-love is definitely a discovery, but it's a journey till you take your last breath, living your passion, whether it's snowboarding or, whatever you do, you just do you. So, once we all realize, if we live our lives and truly take time to think about how we treat ourselves and others in our interactions through people at work or at the grocery store, to friends, to family, to, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. You don't make a realization and go, oh, I'm, going to be this, I'm going to be that. And then you're that for the rest of your life. Different circumstances come up, different people, different, collective conscious, memories are all make a play in your day-to-day reality. And while you are the creator of your destiny, you do reside in the matrix, kind of the collective consciousness web, right? Because as a whole, every person on this planet, whether you like them or not, makes up the whole of the collective conscious. And so if the majority of that consciousness is in fear, if the majority of that consciousness is in lack, you know, it affects everybody else. Although that doesn't mean you're a victim, and that doesn't mean you're not in charge of your own reality. How you interact with that collective, how often you interact with that collective will all play a vital role in the life you consciously create for yourself. You know, a year, just one simple year, I gave my daughters all this organics, you know, fluoride-free toothpaste, you know, nothing plastic. I got rid of the plastic, you know, things you wash your body with, and gave them sea sponges. No more plastic toothbrushes. They're bamboo and charcoal. So, you know, just the little changes. And if you go back and watch my past videos, I do talk about those things. It was about this time last year. So, you know, making the little changes, planting seeds. And seeds do grow into gardens. So 1 year later, you know, so I didn't consciously create my desires and dreams and goals for my family overnight, but I think a year is a pretty darn quick amount of time to have both my daughters out of the city living in the country, and myself. So, and that includes my 2 grandchildren and one that's almost here, and my soon-to-be son-in-law, whatever they are, my damn kids' husbands. That's not a serious brain fart. Son-in-laws, right? Whatever. Daughter-in-law, son-in-law. Yeah, that's, oh my God, my brain is completely, I'm on a whole different vibration to be thinking about little simple terms down here, like, this is a lighter, you know, and, oh, off topic, that was a topic and subject, whatever. I'll look at it when I go back. So, you know, I only do live videos, but I've been having a hard time coming up with everyday words like lighter or, you know, clippers, water. I'll be like, you know, the thing you drink out of, you know, and I'll have to go grab it. Like, I can't say water or bottle or lighter. I'll be the thing that makes fire. You know, it's so, it just really, I guess they're saying there's a lot of ascension symptoms going on. You know, I believe we are in the midst of ascending. And, you know, supposedly we'll get a pulse. And do I believe that? Well, going back to us creating our realities, for a long time, when I started waking up in 2001, looking for my soul purpose, it took me 17 years to figure it out. But when I started waking up in 2001, you know, there's a lot of fear in waking up. When you find out what you thought was the truth wasn't the truth, and then the truth is stranger than fiction. Sometimes it's so warped or disturbing that you don't want to believe it. And that happened to me a year ago again. So we wake up, and the truth is absolutely stranger than fiction. But we can take a fearful approach to it or a love-based approach. And so for many years, I took a fearful approach. And it was Planet X. It was this. It was, you know, that. Nibiru, blah, blah, blah. Although I'm not saying I don't believe in Nibiru. Nibiru absolutely is a planet. The Anunnaki are as real as you and me. You know, going back to the history of this seeding, genetic modification on this planet. Which I got heavily involved with because I have negative blood. So if you have negative blood, I don't even need to go into what it means. And if you don't, I'm sorry, you probably would be, even if I said it, be going, okay, so what? So it is a big deal. They don't know where it came from. It can't be cloned. You know, so lots of things with it. But anyways, I took a fear-based approach to the revelations, which just means to reveal that which was hidden. It was here all along. We're in Kansas, you know. So if you just shift from fear to love and say, okay, well, this, you know, the ascension, the revelations, you know, it's just going tumbling along, and eventually, you know, either just keep tumbling in a happy way, we'll get a shift, a pulse. You know, I believe we've been getting pulses from about 2014 is when I first noticed this human resonance on the rise, and or pulsing, you know, changing, and that does affect us. We are electromagnetic human beings. We are supposed to be in sync with this planet. That's another topic for another day, which actually is, you know, the whole, my children and I moving out to the country, because that is, you know, getting back into sync with the planet, with living with the planet. I don't want to live in a box structure. You know, I'd like to build a dome home, an Adobe dome home, so I am always grounded with the earth. I'd literally be living on the earth. So, and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't want floors made out of concrete and blah, 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 blah. You know, I just don't. I absolutely don't. I just want to live with the earth again, and I think that's where we need to go as a species. But that's just my opinion, you know, and opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one. So, you know, as always with any video, you take what resonates with you and you leave the rest. But I don't want anybody out there to ever think they're not enough, because every single one of us on this planet matter. Every man, woman, and child, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think anybody has to give, because everybody has something to bring to the table right now. And we need to be working with each other, and in self-love and self-service, you know, and service to others, not self-service, excuse me, service to others. And through self-love, though, because you can't love anyone or anything else more than you love yourself. So if you don't love yourself that much, it's going to be hard to make an impact on anything, because you can't even impact yourself. So take time out of your days to love yourself, honor your feelings, honor if you're tired, take a nap. If you have energy, go take your dog for a run. You know, I mean, just do you. Be your true, authentic self, because that is what you're here for. That's adding your seed to the garden, and it's a beautiful garden. Man, we all need each other, and we should all love each other, because you're just loving another aspect of you. Every person you come into contact is a mirror of something in your own reality. So if you don't like it, figure out what the heck it is, because it's in you. If you don't like someone, find that whatever it is in them that you really truly don't like, and then take a little bit of time to sit down with yourself and find it in you, deal with it, and let it go. So you don't have, so when that person stops aggravating you, then that mirror has dissolved it. You know, what you have to deal with in yourself has, you've faced it head on and overcame it. So, you know, happy Monday, happy December 18th, 2017. It's gonna be a great 2018. My 2017 was quite amazing. You know, I am 50, and I have just enjoyed so much my time here on earth. I really feel like I have done everything I really, truly wanted to within my power. You know, I do still want to go to the pyramids in Egypt, and yet I will, because I have tons of time to get there. So I leave you with love and light. Keep your peace together, and be the change you want to see in the world. Bye. Have a great week.